Oh, konnichiwa, I did not see you there. Oh my god, look at the time. It's time to laugh. Jake Brabant, who gained fame for portraying Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, was apprehended last month after reportedly leading a car chase that reached up to 120 miles per hour. Now, I believe we actually have some footage of that. Can we roll that? Exciting stuff. Wes Craven, the creator of the Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream films, passed away this last Sunday, dying alongside the Scream franchise. I don't think it's too soon. It's bad. Kanye West announced at the VMAs the other night that he plans on running for presidency in 2020. No, he didn't. Are you serious? Jesus Christ. You know what that means if he were elected? We would have a first lady with a sex tape. Honestly, if any first lady were to have a sex tape, I was always putting my money on Barbara Bush. I know it exists, Barbara. Just waiting for you to leak it. Dirty old dog. Who would even be his vice president? Scooby Doo? Because that's equally ridiculous. Who would oppose them? Roger Rabbit and Conway Twitty? Is Conway Twitty alive? Is he dead? Conway Twitty's alive. You should run with Kanye. Con, you show me the way to a better America. I sure can, yay. It's just west of here. Hashtag Kanye and Conway 2020. Tell your friends. I hope you're ready to get knowledge fucked. Let's say there's this guy, okay? Let's say he was investigated by the police multiple times because multiple women reported him for harassing them. And let's say this completely, totally hypothetical man told his roommate that he was considering committing suicide and spoke about harassing more women after he was investigated the first time. And just for shits and giggles, let's say this man was deemed an immediate threat to himself due to his mental condition by a judge. So, like, that's the kind of guy who would be able to purchase guns, right? Like, he would ring an alarm somewhere. He would not be able to pass a background check to purchase a weapon, right? No, actually, that man existed, and he was able to walk into a gun store, purchase two handguns, and then proceed to kill 32 people at Virginia Tech. So, another recent shooting we are all very familiar with, the racially led attack at a historic black church that left 9 dead in South Carolina. Even though the man who killed those 9 innocent people had a trespassing and drug possession charge from earlier this year, he was still able to walk into a store, purchase a handgun, and go kill 9 people. I went into AT&T the other day to get a new phone. I said, "Hey, here's all my money. Can I have a new phone now?" And I was in there minimum of 6 hours, and I didn't even get my phone that day. It's easier to purchase a gun and go kill 9 people than it is to get a new phone. You couldn't get a job at most places with a charge like that on your record. It's easier to get a gun and kill 9 people than it is to get a fucking job. Now I could go on and on about multiple shootings, but we're all very familiar with these. Columbine, Sandy Hook, Fort Hood, Fort Hood 2 Electric Boogaloo. Knowing is half the battle, but 50% is still a failing grade. Hey, at least we have guns to protect ourselves, right? That surely has to be stopping more of these incidents from occurring. While people love to claim if we did tighten gun restrictions, it'd only cause the number of deaths and shootings to rise, that's already happening. An official report released by the FBI last year showed that there's an average of 6.4 active shootings per year in the first half of the study, while in the last 7 years that number has actually risen to 16.4 active shooters. Out of the 12 deadliest shootings in US history, 6 of them have been in the last 8 years. And from 1984 to 2014, 3/4 of the weapons used in these shootings were purchased legally. So the problem's already getting worse. We know that. Unfortunately, if you even start to mention tightening these gun restriction laws, so many assholes in this country will clench up so tight that they have to start spewing shit out of their mouth. Which is exactly what happened when the White House proposed 12 congressional actions after Sandy Hook. After the NRA had a meeting with Joe Biden about these congressional actions, they released a statement saying they were upset about how little it had to do with protecting children or these schools and how much it had to do with attacking the Second Amendment. Yeah, actions like providing $30 million in grants to states so they can help schools develop emergency response plans, or financing extra training for police officers, first responders, and school employees have nothing to do with protecting children. They only make up, 95% of the population of schools. To the NRA, no one's trying to take away your guns. They're just sort of saying, why do you need armor-piercing bullets to go skeet shooting? The fact of the matter is, what we're doing now is not working. And I'm not saying tighter restrictions would have prevented every single life from being taken, or that it's going to stop every other uninspired act of violence that is inevitably going to happen. But even if it saved one life in the future, or saved one of the lives from someone at Columbine, Fort Hood, the theater in Colorado, one of the children from Sandy Hook, are you really so selfish that filling out an extra form or waiting an extra week to get your gun means more to you than that one child's life. If that's the case, go fuck yourself.